Hello students, so here we are with the question 5th of the exercise 4.2 for the chapter Quadratic Equations. So the question 5th is the altitude of a right triangle is 7 cm less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 cm, find the other two sides. That is, we need to find the altitude and the base of the right triangle. So in order to solve this, let base is m centimeter, and if we have assumed the base to be m centimeter, then definitely the altitude will be m minus 7. Why? Because it's been given in the question itself that the altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. So then altitude is m minus 7 centimeter. And also it's been given that if a hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, find the other two sides. And we know the relationship between the hypotenuse, base and altitude of a right triangle. What is it? Hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus altitude square. So applying and using the values being given, so here it will be 13 square, that is hypotenuse square, is equals to base square, that is m square, plus altitude square, that is m minus 7 square. Now using the identity here, a minus b whole square, which comes out to be equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. And in this case, m is a and b is 7. So we will be getting 169 is equals to m square plus m square minus 14m plus 49. Okay, so rearranging them, here I'll be getting the equation 2m square minus 14m minus 169 plus 49 is equals to 0. So it can also be written as 2m square minus 14m minus 120 is equals to 0. As I can take 2 common from all the 3 terms, so here it will be m square minus 7m minus 60, which is equals to 0, or m square minus 7m minus 60 is equals to 0. So here we have obtained the quadratic equation for the variable m. Now in order to solve for the variable m, or we can say in order to get the value for the variable m, I need to solve this quadratic equation. And we know to solve the quadratic equation, we have to use the middle term splitting method. So what does the middle term splitting method says? That I need to split minus 7 into 2 terms, say p and q, such that the product of p and q should be equal to a into c, comparing it with the standard quadratic equation, right? And p plus q needs to be equal to b. So by performing the prime factorization for the number 1 into 60 comes out to be 60, here the terms will be m square minus 12m plus 5m minus 60 is equals to 0. So clearly the sum of these terms will be equal to minus 7 and their product will be equal to minus 60 m square. If we observe the first 2 terms, I can easily take m common. So here I'll be left with m minus 12. From third and fourth term, take plus 5 common. So in the bracket it will be m minus 12, which is equals to 0. Or I can also write it as m minus 12, m plus 5 is equals to 0. So here 2 values of m have been obtained. What are those? Minus 5 and 12. Right? Means what was m? Base. That is, base of the right triangle can be minus 5 or plus 12. But as we know, the length is a positive quantity. It can never have a negative value. So means we will only be using the solution, that is m is equal to 12 for this very situation, because the length is a positive quantity. So we can say base is equals to 12 centimeter, and then altitude, which is equal to m minus 7, or I can write it as 12 minus 7, which comes out to be equal to 5 centimeter. So I have obtained the values for the base as well as for the altitude of the right triangle, which was being asked in a question, that is find the other two sides, that is base as well as altitude. So this was about the fifth question of exercise 4.2. I hope this question is clear to all of you.